Ebullient greetings. I'm your host, Jacquie Bird of Jacquie Bird Spiritual Wellness, your guide to stress and anxiety relief, mindfulness, awareness, self-care, self-love, and personal growth. Welcome and thank you for joining me as we roll with peace in mind. Today's riff is practicing mindfulness in a world of fear. The march of the new coronavirus. Yes, we are in a pickle. We are experiencing a brand new funk thing. The arrival of this form of coronavirus has thrown us into uncharted territory and is changing life as we know it quite rapidly. While no, this isn't the first pandemic to sweep the globe, and no, this isn't the first time folk are panicking and hoarding items in the store, totally clearing the shelves without a care that others may want and need those same items. It's every woman and man for themselves. What is happening now is something that we all must get on the same page about, and that is, we are truly in this together. This affects us all, regardless of pay grade, class, color, position in life, whether we contract the virus or not. Our way of life is changing for who knows how long. This is the Great Equalizer. Oh, sure, we can panic. Of course we can. It's all right. We don't know what's coming. Not one of us escapes being affected as schools, bars, cafes, gyms, theaters, events, gatherings, etc. are being canceled with curfews put in place. In the tri-state area, restaurants are limited to takeout only. Companies have their employees working from home. There are other measures coming that we don't know about. Since schools are also closed, parents have to juggle their own work with their child or children being home, along with helping them with schoolwork. Small businesses are hurting. Heck, they're hemorrhaging, and many will go bankrupt. Freelancers, independent contractors, service-based businesses, and artists have had their entire season of bookings canceled. Who is going to help them? Even if emergency aid is passed in this country, a whole bunch of us will be left out of it. If you ask me, there should be a moratorium on paying mortgages and rent. If you don't contract the virus, you may know someone who does. Humans have truly become the enemy. I coughed on the train a couple of weeks ago as the outbreak had just hit the US, and even though I covered my mouth like my mommy taught me, the head of the woman sitting next to me spun around like in the film The Exorcist. I could feel her eyeballs popping out of her as she glared at the side of my face. How dare I cough? Then she made a huge production of rummaging through her bag for her hand sanitizer and with much fanfare vigorously slathered her hands, then wiped the excess on her coat sleeves. Our normal lingo is now, be careful. That's what we're telling each other now. Oh yeah, the issue's real. But I want to remind everyone that fear will take you out. It will take you down. It magnifies any situation, just piling fear on top of fear on top of fear on top of fear. We must stop panicking. We must. It serves us no good. It fixes nothing. It stops nothing. Coronavirus is here. Life has changed, but fear shows us no solutions. And it makes you buy up all the doggone toilet paper and hand sanitizer. Fear elicits the fight or flight response and pumps the hormone adrenaline into our bloodstreams. When fear is contemplated, and it isn't to spur you to run from a bear or to protect your person in physical defense, all that hormone is doing in your system is agitating you, elevating your heart rate and blood pressure, increasing your anxiety. Now, why you want to do that? And jacks with your sleep. It also weakens your immune system, making you more susceptible to viruses, bacteria, and a whole host of ailments, which is the last thing you want to do at a time like this. Weaken yourselves. Our bodies do not differentiate between the stimuli to make a decision as to whether to pump adrenaline. Fear triggers it, period. Your body doesn't go, oh, you're just afraid of the coronavirus. Okay, I'm not going to pump any adrenaline. No, it doesn't do that. Fear triggers the fight or flight response in your body, and it causes havoc. Fear is using your imagination to create the things you don't want. Now say it again. Fear is using your imagination to create the things you don't want. These are a plethora of reasons to get your calm on right now. Now, I know that might seem to be pretty impossible right now of all times to get calm, centered, and grounded, but there is no better time than now. Since you gotta keep it together, you cannot afford to fall apart, can you? Huh? You got that luxury? I didn't think so. You're going to need your wits about you, because we're all being called upon to use our imagination, creativity, and faith to get through this thing in the best way we can. There is no better time than now to build awareness of the thoughts racing through your mind. No better time than now to de-stress and not be in distress. Practicing mindfulness in a world of fear is needed more now than ever, because if this coronavirus doesn't show you how interconnected we all are, look again. Some mindfulness moves for you. Start with the basics. Wash your hands. Have your children wash their hands. Keep your hands out of your face and encourage your children to do the same. If your children are small, make it a game. You know, kids love games, and you do too. Encourage your children to contribute ideas in the making up of your game. It is such an unconscious thing, the putting of hands into our faces. Did you see the video of the female official reading a statement about keeping our hands out of our faces, and then seconds later puts her finger in her mouth to wet it so she could turn the page? Y'all see that? She was totally unaware of her actions, but not unlike most of us. Become mindful of what you're doing with your hands and cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze, remembering to instruct your children to do the same. These are basic hygienic methods that should be practiced whether there's a virus going around or not. Stay home. Don't gather in groups. Follow the guidelines of physical distance. Be mindful of yourself and others. We want this to be done, you know, and when you don't listen to the guidelines and you go hanging out and yada, 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 you can help spread it. So don't do that. Be mindful. Now, I got some ways to get your calm on and to practice mindfulness. Number 1, step away from the statistics. They'll make you cray-cray. Crazy. For those of you who are like, huh? Cray what? They'll make you crazy. Listen to your heart rate. Take your pulse. Become aware of how these things rise when you see the numbers, the statistics going up. That's not good. But you are in control. It's your heart, your thoughts. Stop looking at statistics. Or, if you must, limit the amount of times you view or listen to them in a day. Take deep, slow breaths before and then after reviewing the stats. Notice what fear does to your system. Number 2, start a meditation practice. I can hear you now. Start a what? You expect me to be able to meditate in all of this uncertainty and chaos? My answer? Yep. You know, there is no better time than now. This is exactly what meditation is for, to help you stay connected to the source within. It's like a spiritual umbilical cord. And there are so many tools to help you. Guided meditation is a big help in kick-starting your practice. And bring your children along for the ride. Meditation is an invaluable tool for riding the storms and waves in life. A great way to connect to balance. And you don't need to spend hours sitting in a pretzel. 5 minutes can be a huge boost. On my website, there are a plethora of tools like guided meditation tracks, sound healing meditation music, inspiring step-by-step ebooks as guides with meditation, affirmations, and mantras. And I also offer online guided meditation sessions with sound healing to get you going and help you through, all to support a stress relief and mindfulness practice. Hit up Jacquie Bird Spiritual Wellness and tell all the stressed out folk you know you can book a group session, a remote group session, and we can get some meditation happening and help you calm down. And there's also a guided meditation at the end of this episode, so make sure you go all the way to the end. Number 3, read some gabs. Some good-ass books, including my ebooks. Shameless plug. No, seriously, read some good books. This is something you can do with your kids. Encourage them to read if they aren't already doing so. When I was in high school, I used to read books that my dad had read, and then we'd talk about them after I'd finished. It was a great bonding thing in between the wicked fights we would have. No, seriously. Well, that is true. In those years of great dissent and disagreement, the one thing he and I could agree on was a book. Reading incredibly inspiring books takes your mind off of what's eating you. I thoroughly enjoyed Michelle Obama's memoirs. Wow. And most recently, I finished reading an extraordinary memoir that reads like fiction. It is the life of the world-renowned yoga master, Tao Porchon Lynch, and the book is Dancing Light, the spiritual side of being through the eyes of a modern yoga master. You want to talk about trials and tribulations? How about being a resistance fighter and hiding Jewish refugees during the war in her early 20s? How about walking the streets in England during the Blitz? How about fleeing France to save her life? And that's just scratching the surface of the challenges Tao experienced in her 101 years. But what she teaches all of us, and that's what blew me away, not just her life in terms of the things that she underwent, but she teaches all of us that not only do we have the power within us to persevere and thrive, that there is nothing we cannot do. That was her mantra. Incredible entertainment and chock full of life lessons. So very timely now. And she just passed on the end of February. But what she leaves us with is just extraordinary. So I urge you to get your hands on that book or the audiobooks. It's phenomenal. Number 4, learn to do something new. You may become a bit stir crazy before this is all over. Make the downtime an opportunity to learn some new things, be it a new language, playing an instrument, painting or drawing, sewing, knitting, crocheting or embroidery, mosaics, photography, research and or start a business. Learn to design. There is an unlimited wealth of things in which to choose from. Learn to do something new. And that leads me to number 5, which is educate yourself. Read about and view new cultures. Get your children in on this too and learning about people and ways of life different from your own. Research subjects of interest to you. Explore through the internet. My dude is a huge fan of dinosaurs. He is always looking at YouTube and reading research papers about them. Learn about geology, biology, anthropology. There are no limits. Sometimes we remain in the same circles that orbit our careers or the subjects our work has us in. Use this downtime to become more well-rounded. Stimulate your minds. Get or complete your degree or get a higher one. Been procrastinating on that front? Well, now here's your chance. Number 6, start something new, like an organization or a group or even a movement. Invent something. You like tinkering with things, taking things apart, seeing how you could fix things or coming up with new things. Take this time and make the great invention. Number 7, get into better physical shape. Do it now by any means necessary. The gyms being closed is no excuse. Be creative. There are so many fitness tools online if you need guidance and assistance. There's no better time than now. Number 8, clean out your closets, attics, basements. Spring cleaning, anyone? I find that whenever I do that kind of deep cleaning, it feels like I've cleansed my mind as well. Do you agree? Does it help clear your mind? Sometimes the things you find that you long forgot about can inspire an idea, a new path. Number 9, reach out to folks and family. Actually return text, emails, and phone calls. Holla at someone you've been putting off calling. We all need to strengthen or reignite ties. Remember, we are all in this together. Be sure, though, after you've shared how scared you are about this virus and about the uncertainty, use a mindfulness move. See how you can flip the convo to something proactive and positive. Yeah, I know it's hard, but with practice, positivity is no longer a challenge, but it becomes a lifestyle. Number 10, meditate. Oh yeah, I said that already, but I'm going to say it again. Learn to meditate. You'll sleep better. Answers flow to you when you have a meditation practice because it's only in the quiet that you can hear solutions and ideas. Even if you only devote 5 minutes, it's better than no minutes. Learn to practice. Don't judge your failures. Things get better with focus, repetition, and the expectation to improve. To quote Tao Porchon Lynch, again, there is nothing you cannot do. Number 11, keep the faith. What's the point of saying you have faith if you don't use it? This is the exact time you need to use it. So use it for strength, calm, and comfort. And it shows gratitude. Number 12, speaking of gratitude, when you exercise gratitude on a regular, it lifts your mood, shifts your focus from fear and stress, raises your vibe, and it is one of the greatest lessons you can teach your kids. Gratitude and appreciation are great game changers. They are so important that I have devoted earlier episodes on each in this podcast. Take a listen. Number 13, take deep breaths. Often. Learn to be still. Hear your heartbeat. Hear your breathing. Learn to quiet your mind. Oh yeah, that meditating thing again. It'll help balance you, I'm telling you. Number 14, practice engaging in positive thoughts and moments. Truly, this too shall pass. Make the best of this bad situation. Number 15, sing. I don't care if you sound like a warthog. Now, others may, but sing, baby, sing. Using your voice, moving the sound through space is very healing, calming, grounding, and reassuring. Have you heard the video of the people singing from their windows in Italy across the street to their neighbors? Oh my God, that video makes me smile. People are coming up with some truly creative ways to use the downtime in uplifting and positive ways. You see the video of the personal trainer in Spain giving a workout sessions to his neighbors from his roof? It's brilliant. It's brilliant, I tell you. We are in this together. Number 16, write that novel, screenplay, script, or short story you've been putting off. Go for it. There's no better time than now. Yeah, I know I said that already too. Number 17, be part of the solution. Fear only makes things worse. Be a part of the solution. Lift your spirit and your vibe. Though things may look bleak right now, practicing mindfulness in a world of fear gives you a leg up on the current coronavirus crisis, and it is just as contagious. Choose well-being, choose mindfulness, and maintain a great sense of humor. Choose becoming more positive. This quote is from the Book of Runes. When fishermen can't go to sea, they repair nets. And as always, consider the uses of adversity. And before I take you into a guided meditation, I want to remind you to check out my website, to book online guided meditation sessions, get stress relief ebook guides, guided meditation tracks, and sound healing meditation music. Go to JackieBirdSpiritualWellness.com. JackieBird spiritualwellness.com. And oh yeah, come and be a part of the conversation too. Join my Facebook group, Riffin' About Roll with Peace in Mind. Make comments about the episode, share ideas, ask questions, get uplifted, and help uplift. We need each other, we need each other, we need each other. And now, we are going to do a guided meditation. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Someplace you can be undisturbed for 5 minutes. If you have small children, invite them to sit quietly or lay quietly with you. As you begin to relax, close your eyes. Feel your spine long and your feet planted. If you are laying down, have your knees bent and let your knees fall toward each other, opening your feet wider apart. Find yourself truly comfortable and focus on the sound of your breathing. Just gentle in and out. Listen to your natural breathing. And as you are hearing your natural flow, begin to let the parts in your body relax. Feel yourself sinking and going deep. On the count of 4, you will breathe in and out. And inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling through the nose. 2, 3, 4. And breathe in. 2, 3, 4. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. One more like that. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel yourself sinking even more and allowing your breath to come back to normal, but still keying in to the sound of your breathing, feeling the rise and fall of your chest, releasing all thought and worry, all fear. Begin to see a symbol in your mind's eye, a symbol that signifies peace to you. peace and freedom, peace and joy. It could be a dove, a white dove flying through space. It could be the peace sign. It could be envisioning the beach and the mild waves. Whatever gives you a sense of peace, hold that in your mind's eye. Feeling the gentle in and out of your breathing. Seeing the symbol of peace and freedom. Whatever symbol you have chosen, whenever you begin to worry or feel fear, go back to this meditation, seeing this symbol that you've chosen that reminds you of peace and freedom. Breathing in here and exhaling out. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Release and let go. If you wish to go deeper, I invite you to visit JacquieBirdSpiritualWellness.com for more stress relief and mindfulness tools. There's StressBusters Guided Meditation. You can book an online session. There are ebooks called 7 Daily Thoughts and Mantras for Mindfulness, stress relief tools, mantras, affirmations, and guided meditation. There is meditation music and guided meditation tracks. Again, that is JacquieBirdSpiritualWellness.com. JACQUIEBIRD, Spiritual Wellness. Thank you so much for listening.